What's up, guys? My name is John, and we're watching The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. So, we're finally starting The Lord of the Rings, and Lord of the Rings was one of them series that I was really excited about. Couple of months back, I started this series. I have seen the first movie, The Fellowship of the Ring, but at that time I was actually doing a lot of recordings, and I wasn't 100% into it, so I was busy back then. And now that I'm starting Lord of the Rings, I could have started from the second movie, but then I would have missed a lot of details, and I probably missed a lot of the plot and the main story. And I really need to remember all the characters, so this was very necessary. So I'm going to watch The Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring once again. And when I do that, try to tell you what I think about the main plot and the characters. And The Lord of the Rings is was one of the most asked, most wanted series. So, and this movie series actually has huge fan base. If that many people are a fan of this Lord of the Rings movie series, and they say a lot of good things about it, it must be very good. This is the first movie of Lord of the Rings, and after Lord of the Rings is done, we're going to start Hobbit, because they are like they complete each other. So it's gonna be like 6 movies in total. Yeah, we're gonna finish Lord of the Rings, and yeah, we're starting with the very first movie. Without further delay, let's start The Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring.
His father's sword.
I don't think Gandalf is dead. Like, there is no way. Uh, I'm pretty sure he'll be back in the next movie, because there is always an unwritten rule that if you don't see a character die, and if you don't see them die and you don't see their body, you cannot believe that they are actually dead. And even if they do show that they are dead, in some of the cases they might even bring him back, because we know Gandalf is a wizard. I made a really good decision by rewatching this movie, The Fellowship of the Ring, because there are a lot of little details. There are a lot of characters that I would not remember if I start off with the second movie. So I really needed to refresh my memory of Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, before I watched the next movie, which is called Two Towers. This movie was very well done, I gotta say. The whole Fellowship of the Ring concept, the whole band of different type of people, with hobbits, with two humans, an elf, and a dwarf. They are have one thing in common, and they have that one mission, which is to protect Frodo Baggins to reach Mount Doom, to destroy that one ring. So, what is that one ring? From what I learned, that one ring is made by Sauron. And who is Sauron? Sauron is like a dark lord. He made all those rings and he gave it to the humans, the elves, the dwarves. They made it. Well, they made that one ring to control every other ring. So when they said that one ring to rule them all, that's what they meant by it. And but Sauron was defeated by Isildur in a battle, and he lost the ring. So like, he was defeated, but Isildur refused to destroy the ring. He took it for himself. That's the mistake that caused all of this. Now that they are gathering their forces and they are attacking on the Middle Earth, I guess that's what it's called. The ring was found by that creature Gollum, and we got only a glimpse of what kind of a creature he is or who he is in this movie. So I expect that we're going to learn more about him in the future movies. It was found by Gollum, and later on, Bilbo Baggins was the one who had the ring after that. He kept that ring for almost 60 years. So it tells you that hobbits are like, they have like this immunity to the ring's powers, but not totally. Okay, they are more in control compared to humans. So you've seen what it did to Isildur, and when it started to has its effect on Boromir. So even Gandalf was like, I should not have thing that's with so much power. He said something like that. So humans are like they are way weaker compared to goblins against the ring's powers. So Gandalf thought it was best if it kept by Frodo after Bilbo Baggins. So he handed him the ring where he thought it will be kept safe. And later on, they set out on a journey to Mount Doom. The reason for that is the ring was made out of the flames of Mount Doom. So it is the only place the ring will be maybe destroyed. There is no other way you can destroy the ring. When the dwarf Gimli tried to destroy it with his axe, it just shattered the whole axe. Like, you cannot even scratch the ring with any crafted weapon, so you need to go to Mount Doom. The Fellowship of the Ring, they set out on a journey to Mount Doom, and they got into that mines. Gandalf was pretty concerned, like he was a little disturbed because he knew what kind of dangers lied in that mines, in depths of that mine. He knew there was that creature, that thing. So he didn't actually wanted to go there, but at that moment they had no other choice because Saruman he started to attack. He started some type of spell magic. He brought down an avalanche on them, so it was like a lightning strike, and they needed to get off from that mountain as soon as possible. So the only place they had to go was through the mines. And Saruman is a wizard, just like Gandalf, and Gandalf actually trusted him to talk about what will happen next, because he paid him a visit and he was discussing the later events that happened. Sauron trying to get to the ring, but it's later revealed that Saruman is actually, he is working with Sauron. He's become his servant. So it was actually a little bit unfortunate because Gandalf was not expecting to. Obviously, he knew him for so long, and he didn't expect him to betray him like that. But yeah, Gandalf was kept captive. That's another thing I wondered. There's Gandalf and there's Saruman. They're both wizards. They are humans, I think. Like, they look like humans, so I think they are humans. I gotta say that I am very curious about how do they become a wizard. They are pretty old, so they are very experienced in their profession, should I say? Like, what do you call wizardry? It's like a way of life, or is it like a gift? I don't know. Yeah, there are two wizards we know of. That's Gandalf and Saruman. Saruman is the servant of Sauron, and Gandalf is we last saw of him when he was in the mines, but I'm pretty sure he'll be back in the later movies. And I gotta say, I'm most interested about humans. I like hobbits, I like dwarves and elves, but humans look like they are the most interesting side of the story here, because actually Aragorn, he's a very nice character. Like, I am very interested in his story. Like, he's the true heir to the Gondor. Gondor is called the White City. It's where humans live. He's heir to the throne, and he's fallen in love with that elven girl. So that's actually a very interesting story. Like, aside from all the ring bearing and all that mission, I gotta say that Aragorn is the one what I am most interested, and what I am looking forward to what will happen, because obviously he's heir to the Gondor. I was about to say Mordor. No, Mordor is the place where the orcs are, the enemy area, enemy district. But Aragorn, I think what will happen in the next movie, I have no idea. The next movie is called Two Towers. We know about a tower that Saruman, I think he lives in a tower, and the other tower that has the Eye of Sauron. The Eye of Sauron is, it's always set his eye on its ring, so it sees when Frodo puts on his ring. So it's very a risky move. I think in the later movies, Aragorn might actually become the king of humans, and he might unite all the other races, and he might actually try to fight against Sauron. But right now, Frodo and Sam are on their way to Mount Doom. They're gonna try to destroy the ring, and they got separated, which is very interesting. Frodo and Sam are on their way to Mount Doom, but they are going to, the rest of them, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, they are going to try to rescue the other two hobbits. So, can they actually succeed in this mission? I'm pretty sure Aragorn and Legolas, Gimli, they're going to free the other hobbits, but I'm not pretty sure about Frodo and Sam, because they are two harmless hobbits, and they are going to the deep into Mordor. They're going to that place, Mount Doom, to destroy the ring. Can they actually make it happen? Like, I am very curious about that. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen to them. So this ending was like a halftime break. Like, there wasn't much of a cliffhanger. Like, the goal was to go to Mount Doom from the start, and the ending was them on their way to Mount Doom. So there is going to be a lot more to that story, and I gotta say that this movie is actually very interesting, and the whole universe of the way things are in the Middle Earth, I gotta say I'm interested in this. And the next movie is called The Lord of the Rings: Two Towers. I can actually wait to watch it. It's going to be the first time I see that movie, and the later ones, the movie after that, and the Hobbit series, they're gonna be very interesting as well. If you want to watch my full-length reaction to this movie, it will be available on my Patreon, and if you want to watch the next movie's early reaction, it will be available for early access on my Patreon. You should check it out. And if you enjoyed this movie, give this video a like, and if you're not a subscriber yet, click that subscribe button and become a subscriber. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next movie.